side, but yeah.
Hey, hey, what up, what up, what up?
Software.
A type boy creation.
Hey, hey. Roll tide back, yeah, we ride from the dust. Go stepped out, they were praying we bust. 10 wins later, and we still in the hunt. SEC title game, yeah, we back up front. They said we dead, but the tide don't drown. We reload quick, hold, stay, hold it down. Tuscaloosa build different legends in the clay. Haters talk loud, but they never won't play. First round here, let the world in the trance. Mouth wide open like they call in the stands. Thought we were broken, thought we were done. And the tide rolled in and the scoreboard spun. Mind left blank, whole crowd in the freeze. We do what we do, make giants to their knees. Haters pray hard for the tide to fall flat, but the tide rose up. Now imagine that. Now imagine that. But the tide rose up. Yeah, we the school with the rings, with the Lord with the crown. Walk in the room and the whole place down. From Brian to Saban, the dynasty life. New era, same smoke, we forever gon' thrive. We build on grit, on blood, on pride. On Saturdays, the host I ride with the tide. Haters wanna doubt, but they never learn enough. Alabama football, we invented tough. Hey, hater, what up? Why you looking so stressed? Your team on vacation, we're still getting blessed. You scrolling through your phone, trying to find who to blame. Yeah, yeah. But your squad tapped out, they ain't built for the game. Yeah, yeah. You talk about next year, talk about next team. But the tide in your head like a permanent dream. Fixture, buzzer, Roger, fixture. We look Kruger, the tide ain't worried. We do what we do. We shot the world once, we shock it again. Every season, reload, every season we win. You can hope, you can pray, you can wish for our fall. But the tide roll heavy, we don't listen at all. We the standard, the blueprint, the code. Every hate in the sun know the legend we wrote. So keep talking that talk, keep hoping we slip. But the tide stay ready, hold stay, don't drip. Why you mad we back up? What up? Get a roll. Why you mad we back up? What up? Get a roll. But the tide just showed up. What up? Get a roll. You were praying we fold up. But the tide done showed up. Now the whole damn side done glowed up. What up? Get a roll.
And welcome back to the Tight Sports Megacast. Welcome back. I got an interesting subject for you guys today. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. let me check out I want all my sound effects, and I need that one. I'm gonna definitely need that one. And then I'm gonna need this one right here. Yeah, then I'm gonna need this one right here. And let me move this one up to the top. Where is it at? I saw it. So, hey, check this out. This is crazy. This is crazy. Now, Tight Tribe, I need everybody to sit down for this one, because what I'm about to tell you is the kind of story that makes your head spin, your blood boil, and you make your brain ask you one simple question. What in the entire hell is going on here? You know what I'm saying? What in the entire hell is going on? Sportico, this is a magazine. They just dropped a report of the NCAA. Well, several other people reported this. The NCAA's most recent tax return and numbers. I don't have another word for it other than the fact this is absolutely insane. Look, man, in the fiscal year 2005 alone, the NCAA spent $63.5 million on outside legal counsel. $63.5 million in 1 year on legal counsel, and that brings their 5-year total to nearly $300 million. On lawyers, nearly $300 million on just lawyers. But wait, it gets worse. That same tax return also says that $372 million in legal settlements for that same fiscal year. Settlements in 1 year. And their biggest law firm, who they need to fire immediately, based on what I'm talking about, what I'm seeing, Wilkinson, Steckloff, got nearly $20 million in 1 year alone just from the NCAA. Look, now let that sit in your stomachs for a second. All this hoopla, all this, we got this rule, we're not allowing this thing, we go in the court behind the other rule. This is stupid. Attorney Mitt Whitner, who I follow him, you can follow him at Whitner. At Winter Sports Law. That's what on X. A respected voice in college sports law. He's an attorney, whatever. But he put it like this, and I agree with every syllable. With that $300 million in legal fees in 5 years, by the way, we could have built a legally compliant athletic model from scratch. And he's right. You could have shut down the football. You could have shut down the college athletic season right after COVID and said, we got those lawsuits. We probably want to go and figure out a way to go and compensate these boys appropriately. But no, that makes too much sense, right? Yeah, that's stupid. Why would we want to do that? I don't know of a consulting job on the face of this earth that costs $300 million in 5 years, unless you are landing a rocket on Mars or building a nuclear submarine or planning to overthrow a government. 5 years, $300 million, and the NCAA is just out here, just spending that much money just keep getting dragged to court and losing. Does that make sense to you? Think about this. Somebody's always questioning your rule. You got, family reunion planning. You got family reunions always taking you to court, saying, no, we ain't going back to Atlanta. No, I want to go to New Orleans. You're like, well, I don't want to go to New Orleans. I want to go to St. Louis. And they have to drag you into court. Every 2 years when you have your family reunion, they dragging you in court all the time. And you look back, for some reason, let's say you got a really big family, 1,000 people come to your family reunion. Some reason you are willing to spend $15,000 of somebody else's money to lose in court? Why? Because this is what everybody seems to forget. They keep losing. The NCAA didn't win the O'Bannon case. They didn't win the Austin case. They lost the House settlement, and they lost to Diego Pavia eligibility case. They've been losing in court for over a decade. We just know about the $300 million over the last 5 years. That don't include the O'Bannon case. Now, you got to ask yourself, why are they spending all this money to protect? Why is Uncle Johnny keep fighting us on these stipulations from the family reunion? But you start remembering, something about the family reunion. So every time we go to family reunion, we always eating at Golden Corral. We're there for 4 days. We go to Golden Corral about every dang day. What is that all about? But on the surface, for the NCAA, the answer, is, they give you is amateurism. Uncle Johnny say, he's trying to do what's right by the family. They say that they're protecting, amateur nature of college sports, the purity of the student athlete competing for the love of the game. Gotta have that love, baby. Bullshit. Okay. The NCAA is a nonprofit organization, by the way, but they generate $1.656 billion in revenue of the fiscal year of 2025. 1.12 of that billion came from television rights, and that is not some little school bake sale like your local PTA. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of money. This is a full-on multi-billion-dollar business operating on a tax-exempt status while fighting athletes in court over their right to make money. The Americans, because we don't live in China. We don't. And what's going on? Okay, it's late. And this ain't even their money, that they're spending. Don't forget that the NCAA is spending money like they came from like they got some business that they selling these No, that ain't even their money. That's their share of people selling this, that, and the other, and bleeding and breaking legs and competing, winning that championships, getting beat down at SEC championships. They making a little money here and there, but this ain't their money. Then they got member schools. This money comes from the TV deals, ticket sales, merchandise. Bowl game. They don't even have nothing to sell at the NCAA. Well, you can go in there and get you some stickers. You can go get you an NCAA hat if you are that corny. But does that make sense to you? Does it? When Uncle Johnny's back home, Uncle Johnny be over there at what's the name of that grocery store down there? They got all the Whole Foods. He don't even shop at Walmart, Kroger, or Publix. No, he can't even go to Publix. He thumb his nose at Publix. It's trash to him. I go to Aldi. I just left Aldi. Uncle Johnny don't go to Whole Foods or some organic butcher or vegetable. But he get his butt on the doggone family reunion. He got us down here at Golden Corral. Huh? I can't even get a Chick-fil-A gift card. He at Golden Corral. Why he doing that? NCAA, man, money is generated largely on the backs of athletes. They are fighting all the time. So we get down to the real question. What the hell is going on with Uncle Johnny and what's going on with the NCAA? And I want you to hear me on this, and I'm not making an accusation. I'm just giving you a hypothetical. Is it possible, just possible, that part of the NCAA, what they're protecting is not amateurism. It's not the love of the game for the student athlete. Is it the old system of informal influence? Yeah, because back in the day, before NIL, before revenue share, the only way money flowed to the players was under the table. Y'all know how it went down. And the people who facilitate that money with the boosters, the agents, the middlemen, the bag men, there he is. He got a big thick coat on, he got a little hat, got a brim, fedora, and he got a duffel bag full of money. And he ain't no duffel bag boy like Lil Wayne and them. No. This dude just left a bank, not the trap house. They have relationships with people in power all the way up the chain. Is it possible, my people, Chike Tribe, I'm asking you to listen to me right now. It's hypothetical. I'm just throwing. Is it possible that the people in these positions, some positions of power in the NCAA structure benefited from an informal economy, the same kind of economy they blame the students at SMU, that some made claims at Auburn about, that some made claims at Alabama, and probably every other school, Miami, you could think of Oklahoma, Nebraska, Ohio State. Is it possible they got their own little dark web of bag men and kickbacks that they benefit from? Because it don't make no sense to spend $500 billion almost to lose. I'm just assuming $500 million because we just talking about 5 years. At 5 years, we had NIL already. It took 7 more years to even get the NIL. Is it possible that some people in positions of power benefited allegedly from this same informal economy? From donors who bought favors, from contacts who showed up at bowl games and conference games and slipped the envelope under their dinner table while the prime rib was just getting on the table at the same time? I'm just asking a question, a hypothetical question, allegedly, and I can't prove nothing because I ain't leaving my house to look into this mess. But I'm here to tell you, when you look at the education of the people running the NCAA governing structure, presidents, athletic directors, senior administrators, and you see them spending $300 million on lawyers to protect a system that's crumbling in court, paying these lawyers $300 million, they get keeping their head pounded in. You have to wonder, why the hell Uncle Johnny got us at Golden Corral all the time? And then you find out Uncle Johnny in there, Uncle Johnny got us in there because Johnny paid half price. He charged all 1,000 people in the family half price, meaning we pay $20 a person. We got a little deal, but Uncle Johnny paying $10. And when you find this out about Uncle Johnny, you ain't going back to no doggone family reunion. Or at least you not gonna let Uncle Johnny play no more family reunion. Do you hear what I'm saying, folks? You see them spending this kind of money to protect the system that keeps crumbling in court, and you wonder what are they protecting, because it damn sure ain't protecting the athletes. They're not winning, no matter how grandiose, they make fans feel, oh, finally, my team gonna have some consistency. No, you're not. If they drag John D. Rockefeller and a lot of these Carnegies and all these people to court and stifled some of their development with antitrust laws, what make you think that that these people at the NCAA are going to be able to beat these same antitrust laws that have been on the books since they found oil in Odessa? Hear me? These are the same people at the NCAA who went after kids hard for accepting burgers, who suspended athletes for $20 bets, who spent years policing every dollar that floated near a player, while the television networks, the bowl games, the conferences, and the schools themselves were making billions. Salute to you for running that con for so long. And those investigations cost money too. You know, compliance offices, and compliance officers at every school. It's investigators, more lawyers, you know, more money spent to protect this precious idea that a kid with national TV visibility and jersey sales should not get a piece of the action. God bless you, Sidney Poitier. Everybody deserves a piece of the action. Now, here's the thing that truly blows my mind. Consulting firms that specialize in restructuring complex organizations would have looked at this problem a decade ago and told them exactly what to do to bring both sides to the table, negotiate a framework, build a model that works for everybody, including the fan. And that is not $300 million worth of advice. That's just common sense, first of all. That is what a good consulting firm does for a fraction of what the NCAA spent on litigation. But they chose lawyers instead of consultants. They chose the courtrooms instead of the conferences. Somebody talk to me. And they have paid for it with other people's money. In the tune of $300 million and counting. Because lawyers are lining up right now to go after this 5-for-5 rule. Attorney Mitt Winter said it best. College athletics, what are we doing here? It makes 0 sense. And he's right. The solution is collective bargaining agreement. I talk about it all the time on this doggone channel. That's what I know we got to have. You know, sit down with the athletes, negotiate a framework that gives players compensation, health protections, eligibility rules they agree to, and in exchange, get a legal certainty to make all of this madness stop. It's not complicated. It's just hard for people to do when they have been running an unchecked system for 100 years. And I'll put a caveat to that. They started making money in the 60s. So let's just say 86 years of just foolishness, depravity, and getting over on children. And they do not want to give up their control. But the courts are taking control for them, one lawsuit at a time. I'm going to leave it right there. I have no proof to anything I'm saying. I spent a lot of time as an internal auditor, so I am suspicious of all y'all. I lived by a model for a decade and a half that said, you know, in God we trust, everybody else we audit. So that's just me looking maybe a little too deep. But I'm going to leave it right there. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes me hot. I just know shiggity when I see it. Did I say shiggity? I know shiggity when I see it. I want to thank y'all for watching so far this episode or this video. Please subscribe to Tight Sports. If you're not already subscribed, get on it. Share it with a friend. Hit like. Tell people what we're doing over here. We're going to keep speaking the truth on this channel till they come and get me. Until next time, always remember, roll, tide, roll.
Yeah. I seen legends build it brick by brick. Then I seen common cash out quick. Boosters throwing money like it's confetti rain. But development missing, now who to blame? Oh, yeah. Eddie Robinson roots, culture in the soil. While some chase checks, never touch the toil. Gene Starlin's grit, Bobby Cox calm. Dave Roberts steady with the West Coast charm. Contract kings or conmen, who you trust? When the winds don't come, excuses and dust. I break it all down. No bias, no bluff. If you ain't real with it, you ain't built for us. Fans bleed loyalty. Schools print gold, but the truth still matters. Story must be told. Franco Harris power, Lynch Swan grace, Booby Humphrey speed in open space. Shaq break rims, Kobe break wheels. I analyze greatness, not highlight thrills. Contract kings or coming, who you trust? When the winds don't come, it's excuses and dust.